wants to drive into the paint, lob it up, and Malawacz will throw it down. James across midcourt, lobs it to the left to Cooper Flag. Back to the right and James. Here's a lob for Malawacz. Great execution. Their first touch of the second half. How about a lob to Malawacz? A dunk and a chance for three. Faces up. Heyman defending into the paint, rises up, left it short. Malawacz there to clean it up. Top of the key, Caleb going to work, lobs it to Malawacz, catches down low, steps through, and lays it in. He's got 17.
Kaman is at the very beginning of his journey still, but to be at this point where he reclassified, and so to be scoring 17 and 7, and to be having some of the games that he's had already in this short season is incredible. His future, he's got such a bright future, and his personality, his work ethic, his ability to be coached hard is at the highest of levels. I could not be more proud of him and what he's done, and I still think he's not even close to the player that he will be. And so for us, we're trying to speed that process up. We're attacking it with a huge sense of urgency every day, but he's not close to the player that he will be, and that's also what's so exciting.
Here's a lob, Malawacz catches underneath and dunks it down. Knocked loose by Flag and stolen by James. 2-on-1, it's Knueppel. Back to James to throw it down, and he's fouled! My goodness, a right-hand punch.
December is a strange month. Look at our school, our guys, they have class and they have finals. And so it's hard to play an extended amount of games. And the way the ACC schedule has gone the last few years, you play 2 ACC games that are spread out. And ultimately, you don't play with the same rhythm that you do in November. But December gives you a chance to really look in the mirror, think about what you can do as a team better, collectively, individually, and then obviously it's a great opportunity to get some really good wins and to keep growing your resume and to keep growing as a team as you head towards the new year.
Here's Haynes, 8 on the timer, knocked loose, stolen by James. A chance to run 3-on-3, gonna wait for help. It's a trailer Proctor. He'll jump up and hit a three. A 6-0 start with 17-12 to play in the half.
The key from the player's perspective is to eliminate distractions, and taking care of your schoolwork first and foremost is critical. One, you want to do the best job that you can, and then two, it allows you to focus on basketball for really the only time all season long. And so I encourage our guys to take advantage of that. I think the second thing, they need to get their bodies and minds back during this time, because the first 10 games, it's a grind. We're traveling a lot and playing in different environments. You need to have a clear mind to go into these games. And then the last piece is get better. And so spend time in the gym, watch extra film, do everything necessary that you can to make sure we're not just staying the same, but we're getting better.
Trying to find a screen, lost the basketball, and it's a free run for Tyrese Proctor to throw it down.
We took a look at the first 10 games and look at everything from a statistical standpoint, individually and collectively, but also you see trends, because obviously the first couple of games that we played were a much different team the last several games. And so for our group, just to take a look in the mirror, and we had a lot of individual meetings with our guys. The practice time really was based on what we felt our strengths and weaknesses are at this point and where we have to grow. And for me, it's exciting because I feel the potential for this team and how we can get better is as good, if not better, than anybody in the country. And so for our group, I don't want to keep saying that the whole year. We want to get there as quick as we can, and that's been the main point of focus for us in this little break that we've had.
Looking for Cooper Flag, it's not there. To Malawach on the left. Straight line drive goes up, scores, and he's fouled. That was one of the more difficult shots we've seen tonight, but it goes, and a free throw coming as well.
I think you look at the growth that we've made from the beginning of the season towards the end in terms of the way that we continue to play half-court offense has gone better. Our defense, we've played some of the best offenses in the country, and the job that our defense has done to hold up against them and to, create turnovers and to protect our paint. And then when you think about, any great defense, you have to protect the rim and rebound, and we've done that. And we understand we have to elevate that level because teams get better as well as the season wears on. But for us, I think that's a starting point where we know what our base is on defense. We have to continue to expand it. And then on offense, I don't think we've come close to being the team that we need to be. I think we've taken some steps in the right direction, but this week has really been dedicated to continuing to know how to play together, to play to our strengths, and to put guys like Cooper, we have to put him in a better position to be successful. Cooper has to take advantage of that as well. But really, the role definition has been a big thing on the offensive end.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Sam, since this is your first Get Holiday Ready sales event, let me introduce you to the full lineup of Ford SUVs. Keep it festive, Morgan.
How fun!
That's Blake and Bailey. They're our Bronco experts.
Goat modes goes over any type of terrain.
And of course, Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. The Get Holiday Ready sales event.
Chills.
Get 1.9 for 60 plus up to $6,500 total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150 Hybrid.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Knueppel up, no good, tipped around, and Knueppel gets it back. Puts it up, and hits. And it's a double-digit lead now for the Blue Devils, their largest of the game.
The rebound tapped in the air, claimed by Knueppel at breast 20. Right side three, give it to him! Knueppel dials it up from deep.
Knueppel for three, big shot.
Looking back door, it's not there. On the left, Knueppel. 12 to shoot. He'll take a three. Wow, flat-footed. Kon Knueppel knocks one down. He's got 8. And just like that, the lead back to 9.
Knueppel again, another big three for Kon Knueppel.
He's allowed to get his feet set. That's essentially a layup.
12 to shoot. On the left, Knueppel again. Yes, sir!
Kon Knueppel with 2 threes here in the last couple of moments, and the Blue Devils up by 12.
With his first semester of college basketball behind him, Kon Knueppel has been a steady presence for this Duke team since day one, doing it all to help his team win and to become a playmaker along the way.
I try to be a versatile player, do as many things as you can to help the team win. Obviously, jumping in a little bit of some playmaking role, which I've enjoyed. Obviously, trying to space the floor, but defensively has been a big step for me, and I've really enjoyed that process and the growth there.
Knueppel has been dynamic in all facets of the game in his freshman campaign, from his shooting ability to making stops on defense, knowing he would be able to grow as a player when he came here to Duke, and it all started with the trust in the staff.
The great people on the staff. I really enjoyed. Dildy was one of the guys that really heavily recruited me, so really getting to know him, and I've enjoyed working with him too on the court in my player development, but Jay and Sewell and all the rest of the staff, and especially Coach Scheyer, just good people, and I think that's really important.
Basketball is simply in his blood. His family has been a huge influence in why he loves the game. Whether it was watching old tape with his dad or some of the NBA greats, it's always been hoops.
Definitely from my parents. They love hoops, even like my dad's brothers, my mom's siblings, all love basketball, so definitely a family thing for sure. The biggest one to my dad. Watching him play, see how he makes his teammates better, I thought that was always awesome. And then watching old tape with him, watching Larry Bird, Magic, and Jordan. Those guys too are just, you watch and learn from them, look at their highlights and stuff like that.
The fifth-ranked Blue Devils are starting to hit their stride, pushing through early season adversity with confidence. He's been proud of the team's belief, always staying competitive and never feeling out of a game. And personally, he's relishing in the opportunity to get better every day.
Obviously, we've dug ourselves some holes very early in games, and I think showing our toughness and our ability to crawl back in every game we've played, and be competitive, I think is something that is admirable, and that's a good team. You feel like you're never out of it. Definitely want to start better in those games. Some of our toughness physically too has developed over the games, like really how hard and how tough you have to be to win big games. I think that's something we've improved. It's tough. We've been going since June, so but every day is important, and every day you want to get better. So I really enjoyed that process with the guys.
Now Kon has it. 1 minute to go, a baseline drive, off the window and down! Knueppel off the right, the lead is 7, into the final minute now.
Well, we've thrown Kon right in the deep end. You know, we've thrown him right into the fire, and we've played an incredibly tough schedule. We've put a lot on his shoulders. He's as serious as could be with his work ethic and discipline on a daily basis to improve. His biggest thing is I think he's hard on himself. You know, he wants it really bad, and I'm just trying to get him to not be so critical of himself. And, you know, I want him to think he can do better and all those things, but not at the expense of hurting himself or what he thinks he's capable of doing. And Kon is an ultimate team guy. He's had multiple games. He's led us in assists. He's hit some of the biggest shots of the season already. And he's a defender and a rebounder. And so Kon's just an ultimate warrior, great teammate. And we just want him to continue to, and look, we want him to continue to get better, but at some point, he also hasn't shot the way that he can. And that's the exciting part. He's already impacted winning without even shooting the way that he knows he can and that we know that he can. And so at some point that's going to click. But as long as he's doing those other things, that's a separator for us on impacting winning.
Here's Proctor, baseline drop. Got by Gomo, whips it to the corner. Knueppel a three, hits it on the right. Beautiful basketball. Proctor loose, so Gillis has it now. Back for James. Plenty of top 13 to shoot. A handoff for Knueppel. Kon on the drive, into the paint, put it up. Oh, wow! Got it to go, and he was fouled.
I remember watching Kon in high school, and I saw him at the NBPA Top 100 camp, and I just saw Kon's ability to really guard the ball. I knew about his scoring, I knew about his shooting, but to me what stood out was how tough he was. You know, he was tough, and then he had high-level feel. And to me, those two categories, when you check off both boxes, with having feel for the game and being tough, that's been the recipe for making of a great player at Duke. And after watching that, I really had no doubts about him and just loved what he did. To see him play in an unstructured environment and to see him more than hold his own, just really was impressed with his demeanor, what he's all about, and the way that he had a reputation of working. And then when I went to Milwaukee to spend time with him and his family in person, I could just see the confidence level. I could just see the belief that he had in himself, which you need at a place like Duke to be successful.
Celebrate the moments that matter with a beautiful piece of jewelry or a luxury timepiece from Reed's. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Head to Bojangles and grab your tailgate box today.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
13 to shoot. Between the legs with a dribble. Drives Roos into the paint. All the way in to dunk it down and tie the game. To the right, there's Proctor. 7 and 6. Tyrese into the paint, put it up, and got the roll! What a drive for Tyrese Proctor, and the lead is 6. Off of the screen set by Brown. Into the big fella, all alone to hammer it down.
Well, the Louisville game was a great example of how anybody can come in and win us a game. And it's been different groups, different players, different times, where really everybody on the team has had an incredible opportunity to make an impact. We've played more guys double-digit minutes than I ever have as a head coach or that I can remember in some time. And so in that Louisville game, when Cooper went and got his 4th foul, you know, we had that group come in with Tyrese, Sion, Mason, Kon, and Malik, and they went on an 18-3 run and gave us control of that game. I think we're going to look back at that as just really a key moment of the season where you knew other guys can step up and make plays. We can have each other's backs. And then you learn about the will and competitiveness of a group in those moments. And so incredibly proud, and it's a lesson for all of our guys to always be ready. You never know when your number is going to be called, and you never know when you can come in and win us a game. We're clawing back in the game here, and Cooper had a great drive to cut this lead to 3. And we just couldn't string together consecutive stops. And so coming down this end, Cooper, we didn't match up well, and Cooper picks up his 4th foul. And I've always been very aggressive in these situations about playing guys in foul trouble. But we made the decision to sub, and sub Mason and Kon came back in. And what these guys did in the offensive end, executing, it translated to an open 3 for Kon right away. And the thing about Sion James, you see on this play, Sion set a great screen. He does so much besides just scoring or getting numbers for our team. And here Sion is doing just that and attacking the basket, and all of a sudden it's a tie ball game. And then Malik on defense, you can't say enough about him. His active hands and what it does translating from offense to defense. And then this group really executed. And Sion attacking the basket, and the best thing you can do in a situation like this is attack the rim and get to the foul line, which Sion did, and then hit clutch free throws. So all of a sudden, in about 90 seconds, we've taken the lead. Our defense got consecutive stops, and then we executed great again on the offensive end. Great cut here by Malik, great pass by Kon. And then you look at Malik switching again, and it causes a run out. And then to have a guy that can guard fives, guard ones, finish in transition. Malik is one of a kind, really, with his skill set and what he brings to the table. And then Tyrese had a strong drive. And we watched this game back as a team, and we talked about the lessons we learned from being a team that's not a jump shooting group, but attacking the rim. And we fought for the rim, fought for the paint, and then good things happen. Another example here. And a great pass by Sion. And then continuing to play. You know, you wish you could get every offensive rebound, but we didn't. We contested the shot, and then Malik securing the ball. And this is where, for us, sometimes you get to a point where your players make great plays. And Kon did that, and that was a dagger three. Still fighting for the rim, and now here, Cooper comes back in the game, and that's his first time touching it, and he scores. It's pretty good response by him to flush the 4 fouls and just focus on winning. And I'm glad he came back in. I'm glad we got this win.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy. Well said, Sam.
Get 1.9 for $60 plus up to $6,500 total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150 hybrid.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
After spending the better part of the last week focused on exams and the close of the fall semester, the Blue Devils are back to work on the hardwood tonight. A challenging non-conference test before they turn their attention back to league play on Saturday in Atlanta.
It's a 2-game season, and that's the way we've framed it with our guys. You don't look beyond it. You don't look backwards. Just focus on George Mason, Georgia Tech, and two, really good teams and different environments. One you play at home, and one you go on the road, which we know how difficult of a game that is when you play a conference game on the road. So we're excited. Just want us to be in the moment and make sure we're not looking ahead or looking behind us.
Here's Haynes, 8 on the timer, knocked loose, stolen by James. A chance to run 3-on-3, gonna wait for help. It's a trailer Proctor. He'll jump up and hit a 3. And the rebound for Cooper Flagg. Maddox just now getting to his feet behind the play, so it's 5-on-4. Cooper a 3. Got it again. This time they say a long 2, and George Mason wants a timeout. And the runner wouldn't go. The rebound came to who else? Cooper Flagg whips it to the right. James, he'll take a 3 and hit it. Sion James calls for the screen. Gillis flushes out to the left, and now Tyrese Proctor has it. Back for Gillis. Left side 3. Good. And that is a great sign. His 8th three-pointer on the year. Back up top, it comes from Malik Brown. Now to the left of Mason Gillis. Found a cutter in Knueppel. Got a step to the baseline, scores with the right hand off the left side. His first field goal. He got inside of O'Connor. Haynes behind the play, so Knueppel will drive into the paint, step through and lay it in. Smooth to the hoop. Knueppel has 6, and for the first time tonight, a double-digit lead, 27-16. Going to work in the post. Into the paint. Steps through and got the roll. Cooper's the first into double figures. He's got 11. To the right sideline of Kon Knueppel. Found a cutter in Cooper Flagg. They chase a double team at him. He backs out, drives, goes up, scores again. This time off the window from the left side. Knueppel off of the screen, set by Cooper. Fed it back to him. To the corner. Proctor a 3. Oh, they're flowing now.
2 good passes that time. Knueppel and Flagg to set up Proctor.
Takes it low. One dribble. Dumps it off to Brown, and he'll dunk it down. Nice find inside. When Cooper isn't scoring, he's finding others. Malik's first field goal. And the lead is 20 for the first time tonight, 40-20. Got airborne, tried to kick to the corner. It's stolen by O'Connor, then stolen back, and Flagg there to punch it down. A fortuitous hop, and it turns into a dunk. On the left, Evans, a clean look, and you know how that goes. A 3-ball for Isaiah Evans, his first field goal. Whips it to the right, Proctor, a touch pass, James. He'll drive on Haynes, got right by him, off the window, counted it a foul. Sion James, so strong, good move to the hoop. He's got 7 and a free throw coming as well. Flagg faces up, thought about a 3, comes off of the screen, he will take it. Why not? A dagger of a rainbow, and it's 64-43. The Blue Devils win it by 21, 68-47. They do pick up their 5th consecutive win. John Scheyer's group is 9-2. They're 1-0 in the league, and they'll turn their attention to ACC play this weekend against Georgia Tech.